Walk into your garage right now and look around. Somewhere in that clutter sits something capable of killing you, and it's probably been sitting there for years without a second thought. It's the gas can by the door, the propane tank behind the mower, the extinguisher you've never once checked. Ordinary items, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the one moment you'll actually need them to work. That moment usually arrives during a crisis, when the power's out, your hands are shaking, and you're moving fast in a dark garage grabbing whatever you think will save you. It's exactly the wrong time to discover that what you were counting on has been quietly failing you for months. Here are 12 of them, and exactly what to do about each one. Number 1. Old gasoline that's turned to varnish. Gasoline left sitting for 6 months to a year breaks down into a gummy, acidic residue that clogs fuel lines and seizes small engines. That means the generator you're counting on to keep your fridge running during a blackout might refuse to start at the exact moment you need it. Here's why it happens. Gasoline is a blend of volatile hydrocarbons, and as it ages, the lighter compounds evaporate first, leaving behind a heavier residue that thickens over time. Ethanol blended fuel, which is most of what you'll find at the pump today, breaks down even faster than pure gasoline because ethanol absorbs moisture from the air. That absorbed water settles at the bottom of the tank and corrodes metal components from the inside. Rotate your fuel supply every few months and store it in approved containers, and that failure point disappears completely. Number 2. A car battery left to freeze or overheat. Extreme cold can crack a battery casing, while extreme heat can cause it to vent hydrogen gas in a poorly ventilated space, meaning your vehicle might fail you the moment you need to evacuate fastest. A dead or dying battery makes this worse than you'd expect. When a battery is fully charged, the acid inside can handle temperatures far below zero, but a discharged battery is mostly water inside, and it freezes almost as easily as a puddle. One cold night can split the casing and leak sulfuric acid across your garage floor. And trying to recharge a frozen battery can make it rupture entirely. Keep your battery charged and insulated in extreme weather, and check it before storms hit. Number 3. Propane tanks with corroded valves. A rusted or corroded valve can leak propane slowly enough that you won't smell it until it's already filled an enclosed space. And one spark from a nearby appliance is all it takes after that. This gets more dangerous the closer your garage sits to your living space. Inspect every tank before storing it long-term, and a genuine hazard turns into a dependable backup fuel source. Number 4. Expired fire extinguishers. An extinguisher past its inspection date hands you the worst kind of false confidence. You grab it during a fire, assuming it'll work, pull the pin, and nothing happens. Most home extinguishers are rated for a specific class of fire, and using the wrong type can make things worse instead of better. A standard ABC dry chemical extinguisher handles ordinary combustibles, flammable liquids, and electrical fires, which covers most garage scenarios. But if yours has been sitting near a workbench for a decade, the dry chemical inside can settle and compact, meaning even a fully pressurized unit might not discharge properly. Check the pressure gauge every few months, give it a firm shake to keep the powder loose, and replace any unit older than 12 years, regardless of how the gauge reads, since the internal seals degrade even when the extinguisher looks untouched. Number 5. Paint cans and solvents stacked near anything that sparks. Old paint and solvents release flammable vapors even through a sealed lid, and a hot summer afternoon can push those vapors past their flash point without a single spark involved. Move these away from your workbench, outlets, and any pilot light, and you close off one of the most common causes of garage fires before it ever starts. Number 6. Rodent-chewed wiring you haven't noticed. Mice chew through wire insulation constantly, and a frayed cord running to your freezer can spark a fire without warning, especially under the extra load a crisis puts on your electrical system. Rodents target wiring specifically because the insulation is often made from soy-based compounds in newer vehicles and appliances, which mice find genuinely appealing to chew. If you store a chest freezer or a second refrigerator in the garage, that cord deserves extra attention, since a compromised line feeding a freezer full of meat can fail silently for days before anyone notices the food has spoiled. Walk your garage's wiring once a season with a flashlight, and you'll catch the damage long before it catches fire. Number 7. Stacked lumber or cardboard against the water heater. Scrap wood and moving boxes end up leaning against the one appliance in the garage with an open flame more often than anyone wants to admit. And that's how an ordinary afternoon turns into a house fire. Keep 3 feet of clearance around any gas appliance, and you eliminate one of the easiest fires to prevent entirely. Number 8. Ladders and tools with structural damage. A cracked ladder rung or a loose tool head might get handled carefully on a normal day, but a crisis pushes people to move fast and skip caution, which is exactly when that hidden damage causes a fall you can't easily treat if help isn't coming quickly. Inspect your ladders and tools now, and you'll trust them fully when speed actually matters most. Number 9. Standing water near outlets or generator setups. A forgotten bucket or a low spot in a tarp turns into a real hazard fast. Near outlets or a generator, it's an electrocution risk waiting for you to stumble through a dark garage in a hurry. Number 10. That same standing water left sitting for days becomes a mosquito breeding ground. And in a crisis where medical care is already stretched thin, a mosquito-borne illness is the last complication your family needs. Storing water on purpose is a different story, but only if you do it right. If you use plastic containers, make sure they're food-grade HDPE, marked with a number 2 stamp, never a repurposed milk jug or chemical container, and keep them sealed and away from sunlight so algae and bacteria can't take hold. Number 11. A generator stored without ever being test run. A generator that's never been started can hide a gummed-up carburetor, a dried-out gasket, or a seized starter cord, and none of it shows up until the grid goes down and your family is standing there watching you pull the cord. Run yours under load for 15 minutes every couple of months, and you'll know exactly what it can do before your life depends on it. Number 12. The garage door itself as your weakest entry point. Ask any burglar which door he'd try first, and he'll point at the garage. Yours probably has a lock on the side entry and a camera over the driveway. On a normal Tuesday night, that's plenty, because the guy casing your street knows the police are a phone call away. Take the police out of the equation and everything changes. A blackout that stretches past the 3rd day puts desperate people on foot. A garage door gives to a crowbar faster than anything else on your house, and your camera's been dead since the first hour. Whoever gets that door open is standing 10 feet from your kitchen, and the 911 lines, if they work at all, have a 3-hour queue of people just like you. Reinforce that door, add a manual locking bar to the track, and treat it with the same seriousness you'd give your front entrance. None of these 12 things are dangerous because they're old or forgotten. They're dangerous because a crisis changes what your garage is for. It stops being storage and becomes the place you're pulling fuel, tools, and equipment from under pressure, often in the dark, often with your hands shaking and no time to think twice. The families who get through a crisis without a second disaster on top of the first one aren't lucky. They're the ones who walk through their garage on an ordinary Tuesday, flashlight in hand, and fixed what needed fixing before it mattered. You have that Tuesday right now. Take the 20 minutes. The next time you need something out of that garage, you won't get the luxury of finding out it failed you first. If this helped you spot something in your own garage, subscribe for more real-world prepping guidance, and let us know in the comments which one of these 12 you're checking first.